And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. This is the TLS round of 8. And we have just seen a crazy TVZ with Skyline 3-0ing South Park to move on to the semifinals.
Yeah, I mean that was just genuinely horrible. I'm reading some rumblings in the stream chat. It looks like people have been so absolutely shaken by Zeke's performance in previous rounds that people actually aren't tipping him to win at all.
Dude, the fact that even a single person isn't favoring Zeke is already shocking to me. I mean, we had 3 people on TLS staff pick DeWalt to win 3-2, and there's a lot of people in the chats as well who think DeWalt will win. So I'm like, whoa, what's going on there? But that's for tomorrow, Elegant. Let us think about that tomorrow. You're just getting way too excited, way too ahead of yourself.
Sorry. Yes, I mean today we've still got some awesome games to come with Michael versus TerrOr. This is going to be some seriously good stuff. As I mentioned last week, I just cannot imagine Michael losing. It just doesn't quite seem right in my mind. So kind of instinctively, I'm going to go with Michael for this one. But TerrOr is definitely strong. But coming up against the Cheese King, I'm not quite sure. In South Park, I hope you're watching the stream because this is going to be a cheesing masterclass right here.
Now normally I would agree with you, Elegant, and in fact I did also predict Michael to win, and I look a bit on Michael. However, I have been hearing a number of high-level players say that that TerrOr is actually probably the favorite here. Michael seems to be slightly out of practice, and even though he kind of showed really good games in the round of 16, there were just a couple of ZVZs. Oh, actually, wait, no, sorry. There was a ZVT against Nemu, which is just kind of ridiculous, and then just a ZVZ against Bakuryu. And also, I was looking at some recent Defiler results, and actually in the very last Defiler tournament last weekend, I think it concluded this morning actually, he actually crashed out really, really early to some random Terran player, I think, that isn't, particularly notable. So yeah, so I was quite shocked at that result as well. And I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking maybe TerrOr has a decent chance here. And if he goes through, we could have a TVT semifinals. How ridiculous would that be?
That would be really, really weird. That would blow my mind to have a TVT semifinal, especially since in all kind of ISLs we've seen so much Zerg happening in the finals, and especially Zeke. So I'd be. That would be feel like a new era to me.
Dude, if we have a TVT semifinals, there could be more TVTs in that one series than in the rest of the TLS combined so far. I mean, that's just how crazy that is.
That goes against odds, doesn't it? Really? That if you like maths, don't even bother trying to figure that one
out. Anyway, let me move on to the matchup. As you can see, Michael versus TerrOr. The first map is going to be Jade. It's the same map order, of course. It's going to be the same for all the round of 8 matches. I believe it might even be the same for the semifinals as well. Although, don't quote me on that.
I won't.
So, yeah, I mean, Jade, we saw a 9 pool from South Park on this map in the last series. You think Michael's going to do something like that? You think Cheese King's going to do that?
I think he's going to be a bit more creative.
Slow lurker drop?
It could be anything. I mean, yeah, I'm going to say slow lurker drop is a good possibility for this one.
Yeah. For anyone who didn't watch the round of 16 games, that's exactly the strategy he used against Nemu on this map when Nemu went for Terran. And it was very, very cool to see. So
yeah, it was the perfect cheese. and what else did you expect from Michael?
Indeed. But being the Cheese King, actually, I think maybe we won't see a lurker drop. He's got a whole bag of cheeses to pull out.
A whole bag of horrible tricks. Exactly. He's just one of those crazy players. It's like Jumper. He's going to make DTs. But so often we've seen Jumper win with DTs. Even though kind of everybody under the sun and their mother knows that he's going to go for DTs. So Michael's just one of those players who can confound his opponents time and time again.
So are you ready to go into the first game, Elegant?
Yeah, I've been ready for most of the week.
Alright, let's do it. Alright, at the top left corner as the red Terran, getting his SCV a little bit confused there, we have SJ TerrOr. At the top right as the yellow Zerg, we have Michael. As the purple observer who's probably going to get kicked out of the game, we have Tupacalypse.
Oh, Tupacalypse. I thought we agreed on this, Tupacalypse. You're a curse.
He's not allowed in games anymore.
Yeah. I mean, he goes against our word sale.
He does.
He's
our fearless leader, though. He's the fearless leader of TLS, so we can't question him.
Yeah, we're just his underlings.
There needs to be a revolution. We need to have a coup. Overthrow Tupacalypse.
Yeah.
Down with the dictator.
Where does Tupacalypse even live? Can we do that?
Croatia?
Okay.
Somewhere in Eastern Europe.
Oh! What do you know?
Yes! Oh my god, he's 7-pooling. What? He's 7-pooling. Michael. Well, I guess it's not a 9-pool, so that's cool.
Tupacalypse, get out.
Oh, he's gone.
Of course, he's gone. That's the beginning of the revolution right there. He's pushed his luck way too far. We were able to put up with it until now, but this is the round of 8. So, you know, we've got to take this seriously. And yeah, I'm off to Croatia. What an unlucky child.
Elegan's going to throw down with Tupac. It's going to be crazy.
Hey, I'm not above it. You know me. I will fly out there. And I'll kick some ass.
That should be like the pre-show for the finals. We just have you guys have a fist fight, and I'll stream it.
Yeah, TLS just went high budget.
Oh man. Anyway, so we got a drone scout going out here. The Overlord is scanning in the correct direction. Now, 7-pool, man. Michael. I mean, I guess, you know, his reputation is well deserved. He's living up to it. And he's going to be facing TerrOr, who's actually going for a gas here. This could be slightly troublesome for him.
Yes, it looks like it could. This is a little bit worrying. I mean, Michael's heading out across the map now with 6 Zerglings. On the plus side for Mr. TerrOr, he is scouting to the right location first, so he is going to see these lings on the way, but he is going to be in a sticky situation. He's going to have to pull a bunch of SCVs off his ramp, onto his ramp, off his mineral line, excuse me, in order to deal with this. So we'll see exactly how he chooses to sort this out. Yeah, throwing down a bunker in his mineral line between his gas and his minerals as well. The best situation for drilling, of course. So he should be okay, but it's going to cost him a fair amount. And it looks like the lings might actually just about get that in advance. The SCV's coming maybe a little bit too far. He actually missed-microed that and losing 1 SCV straight away. Going to have to pull them all straight back into his main. I don't know quite why they were all going out there.
What was that?
That was really weird.
That was. Maybe he was trying to block the ramp to buy an extra, 15 seconds for the bunker to finish. But the bunker was finished well in time.
Yeah.
So that was a bit weird.
That was weird. And yeah, very, very strange. The worry is right now that the bunker is just a little bit far away from the barracks. So maybe we're taking minimal damage to his lings. He can actually prevent more Marines from popping out getting to the bunker.
Oh my god, what is he doing? What is he doing? He's building a hatchery at TerrOr's Natural! Jeez. Okay, by the way, I just want to say, for the record, I have costed a game. Oh wait, I think it was an ISL game where TerrOr lost to a 5-pool sunken rush in his main base. Reps Plumum 5-pooled, built a hatchery in TerrOr's main base, and sunken rushed him. And Michael is doing something very similar right now. So I don't know if it's like, TerrOr just got bad luck, or maybe there's something about his face. But these Zergs, man, they just love building these offensive sunkens.
Oh, see, I knew this was going to be super cheesy. I knew it was going to be a cheesing masterclass. He wasn't just going to do something pedestrian. 7-pool, a little bit quirky in itself, but then throwing down the hatchery in his opponent's natural, that is just too cool for words. Michael, let's see if this works. Let's see if TerrOr's going to be wise to it. He's trying to get the scout out, but he has no reason to know that this kind of shenanigans is happening. Would you ever really guess this?
I would not, Elegant. That would be the last thing on my mind right now. And look at this vulture, like TerrOr right now, he's like, I have a vulture, I can micro all your Zerglings down. He's gonna go up the ramp, there's gonna be a sunken there, he's gonna be like, what? He like won't be able to leave his base. It's already hard enough actually, because it's reverse ramp, so he's got to be very, very careful on microing this vulture. I mean, he can kind of do it, as you can see. He's trying to micro down these lings, but there's the mischance and he doesn't have vision.
Taking a while.
But even if he eventually gets it down by building more vultures, there's gonna be a sunken at the top, so he actually can't leave anyway, and he has no idea. Look, he's building a command center. He's gonna try to float it out and be like, wait a minute.
Yeah, he clearly has no idea quite what's happening. He's trying to kind of make more of a consistent scale to top of the drum. Oh, almost losing the second SCV right there, and the vulture's taking some serious hits as well. And the sunken colony is not too far from done, and this is about to get really, really bad for TerrOr. He's going to have to be so inventive to actually try and get himself out of this tricky situation. The sunken colony is about to come up. Will he be able to hold the vultures back for long enough? TerrOr sees what is happening. Will the vultures get out?
If they run by, it's going to be so bad. There's nothing in the main base. Oh man,
Oh my
he's
God.
building a sunken straight away, but even this sunken, if the vultures go to the top right there, it won't cover all the minerals. Oh man, that's actually so bad for Michael. He needed that that sunken to actually stop the vultures from going out, and immediately canceling the command center, building an academy, probably gonna build another barracks. Yes, there's a second barracks right there. So this could actually be very, very bad for Michael. How's he gonna hold off these two vultures?
Yeah, this is really,
Oh, look
really
at
intense
this.
right now for
So
Michael.
smart. Put the things there already.
The Sun Colony is done. Losing a bunch of drones in advance, but the Sun Colony does finish. Sorry, what were you about to say?
Well, Michael actually knew that there was a weak point at the top right of his minerals that I was talking about, and he actually left his link there in advance. And wow, catching the second vulture as well. So that went a lot better for Michael than I think it probably should have.
Yeah, I think so as well. But yeah, nice positioning, as you said. So he was pretty much guaranteed to be able to see off those vultures for the time being. And but this is so abominably, disgustingly, beautifully cheesy for Michael. When you look at his main, it's just such a ridiculously weird sight to behold. When you look at this.
Oh, he missed another vulture. How did he? Wait, how did that happen? How did this vulture even get out? Where did this vulture come from? I wasn't paying attention.
He's making it further forward sunken colony because I think he needs it. Those vultures are just able to run by with only taking like 3 or so hits.
Gotta be so careful with that, Michael. Only 10
Yeah.
HP left, and
I'll be quite careful enough for my taste. I might take some hits to this one as well, but no, it looks like Michael's just going to try and run this link all the way through, and none of them going to make it at this rate. The next sunken does get first hit off on one of his vultures. Both his vultures are very, very, very highly damaged now, so therefore I'm not going to be doing too much. And TerrOr is just trying to build up some kind of decent force to break out before this gets too tricky and before the Museless is coming, because then it's going to get bad.
Man, he's basically going all in here. He's going up to 4 barracks in his main. And Michael's going for 2 Archmuta essentially as a follow-up. Did another vulture just die here? I think a couple of links just took out both of those remaining vultures. So nothing left on the map for TerrOr, and no way to actually run vultures out with those 2 sunkens there. But this bust could be very, very strong here. There's only 2 sunkens. The mutas are in production here, but if they go before the mutas come out, they could very easily bust these 2 sunkens. And also all the overlords here are here as well, so he just lose all his supply. Oh man, he's going up. The mutas are not out yet. TerrOr's moving up the ramp. There's only 2 sunkens. There's no way that's going to be enough. The drones are running away. They're not even trying to help him fight. It looks like Michael just sacked his base, but he's going to lose 3 overlords if he does as well.
He's going to have to, though. There's literally nothing he can do to hold on to this base until those Museless are out. He's going to have to try and keep those Marines busy just long enough for his Museless camp to get high enough so he can keep those Overlords alive, but it's going to be a little bit of a tough position for him to do that. Oh,
whoa!
Museless just surviving on 14 health. He's going to have to leave that over some walls for a while just to let it get its health back. He does manage to pop out a fair number of Museless, but look at his supply count. He is actually in the red right now, and he's back down to 1 base. Michael is in a lot of trouble.
Dude, that's okay. I mean, since he's a cheesy player, he thrives on 1 base. Like that's his comfort zone, you know? Again, having too many bases, he doesn't like that. That's not where he wants to be. He wants to be on 1 base.
I think he didn't quite think that there would be any Marines left in that bunker, so he does just lose another Museless to the Marines which are left over in that bunker right now as well, so not ideal. Imagine to grab a couple of SCVs, and the SCV count isn't actually all that strong as of yet. So yeah, I think there's still room for Michael to, as you say, thrive off his cheesy 1 base style.
Oh, he's doing some fancy muta micro on the ramp, taking advantage of that good position, although it looks like there's just so many Marines here.
Wow,
and this is so dangerous, if the Marines move straight across the map, there's no way you can defend that natural hatchery either. I mean, it's not even done in time for him to build sunkens. He can't even build emergency sunkens. He at the very least needs to hold the Marines off until he can do that.
Oh, sorry, almost losing another Museless right there, but they're not quite getting close enough into range for most of those Marines to start getting their hits off. And yeah, he's going to have to just delay and delay like absolutely crazy. His life depends on it, because otherwise he's going to lose that hatchery and he's going to be trapped at the bottom of his own ramp. So it's going to be a bit of a switch over. He's going to be able to grab some Marine reinforcements. A nice little bit of a break for him right there, but he's going to have to do some damage as these Marines move across, otherwise he's not going to be able to defend.
Yeah, and it looks like TerrOr now feels comfortable enough to actually move out across the map, going around the slightly longer way across the middle of the map. I gotta be a little bit careful. There are some ramps here, so a bit of an opportunity for the mutas to start picking some Marines off. I'm actually surprised he didn't go along the flat ground to the north, but it doesn't really make a huge difference. And yeah, it looks like Michael he's trying to pick some Marines off, but he can't really get a good position. His hatchery has, however, finished, but the creep is not quite spreading fast enough for him to actually build a sunken wall. He has to build slightly off-position sunkens because there's no creep out in time.
Yeah.
And it looks like the Marines are coming here. They might not even finish in time. There's the
Oh my
scan.
God,
TerrOr
the scan.
sees that nothing is there. Here we go. Here's the attack. Can Michael hold it off? I don't think so. The sunken's morphing. He needs it to finish.
Where's he going? Where's he going? Why isn't he going? Why is he waiting? I think he's just trying to heal up his Marines a little bit because he knows that they're in trouble. One of the Sunkers does finish, but one Sunker is nothing like enough. He needs at least 3 Sunkers to deal with this. Well, 3 Sunkers would be the ideal number. He might still be able to save this hatchery though. His Museless coming into reinforcement, losing 1 Museless straight away. He needs to keep all of his Museless alive right now, but he might just be able to save the hatchery. He's doing it best micro. He kind of looks like he might actually be able to hold it. He is going to just about maybe take out the last of his Marines. TerrOr is going to get stopped at the last second right there.
What?
Michael.
What?
Just
how? That's not fair.
And might have levered himself back into this game. I mean, it's not over yet. He's still got pretty much exactly the same situation coming at him. Although he does have the opportunity to throw down Sunken Colonies now before it gets too late, and he's just delaying like crazy. But he's going to have to delay these next bouts of the Marines a little bit. Nonetheless, oh look at this, he's chasing the SCV back across the map. He might not see these Marines coming out. Hopefully, one of his Overlords just going to be able to spy that out of the corner of its Overlord eye. But he should know that he needs more creep colonies. But he's not throwing any down. I don't think he saw those Marines coming out onto the map. He needs to be aware of that. Otherwise, he's going to get caught short once again.
Yeah, and I'm not sure where TerrOr's Marines are going. Okay, it looks like they're going back to the top right. I was like, for a second, it looked like he was going cross-map towards a non-existent third base, and yeah, it doesn't really make sense that Michael could even afford a third base at this point at another main, so yeah, should just go straight for the natural here. But look at this, TerrOr's now being very, very careful with the Marines. I think he's probably quite surprised as well that Michael was able to hold that off without losing more there. And well, but Michael... I mean, I'm not gonna, do you know how many mutas he has right now? It looks quite a few,
it's
actually.
Quite a lot, yeah. He's just been popping them out like crazy.
And once again, picking up some reinforcements, very, very smart here. Getting all the free kills he can. Although it looks like getting a few extra, or rather taking a few free hits there. But now going for a bit of a counterattack with the mutas. And what is there to defend? Looks like a few Marines left at home, a couple of randomly placed turrets. Going for the vessel of 1 base here. 4 barracks and science vessel just off 1 base from TerrOr. But it looks like the counterattack in the natural is such a huge group of Marines here. The mutas need to come back to defend. There's no way that these two Sunkers are going to hold off all of these Marines. The mutas need to come back. The drones are running away. The mutas are flying back as fast as they can. Oh, he needs to not sack the muta either.
He does lose the Museless, and the hatchery is definitely going to go down this time, or no, he's going to be able to save that. He did manage to do some good damage in his opponent's main beforehand, so this kind of just resets the board a little bit once again. I mean, still, TerrOr not with an amazing SCV count. Oh, more Museless going down, another drone going down as well. That's a little bit rough for Michael, but he should have enough Museless. Oh, nice micro by both of these guys. Great hold position micro and some nice Marine dashing right there. It looks like Michael is finally going to be able to clean up these Marines. He was a little bit inattentive there to let that happen. And I think maybe he could have done better, but he did manage to do some good micro over the other end of things. And neither player is in a great position right now, to be honest.
This is absolutely ridiculous. Man, South Park should take some notes on how to do some muta micro here, because this is really some crazy micro. Both of these attacks, I was like, oh, there's no way Michael's gonna hold that one off. And then he just micros it down and still has plenty of mutas remaining. This just shows how solid, good muta control can just give you such incredible, such a great advantage here in ZVT.
Yeah.
This is just madness.
This is really amazing. I mean, Michael is making every Museless count apart from the ones which die literally as they spawn, and you have to say fair enough with those ones. And he's now going to do a little bit of harass on the barracks and just make life a little bit more difficult than TerrOr would like it to be. He's going to be able to prevent Marines popping out from the barracks quite well. Unfortunately, mutas annoyingly seem to drift. Oh, radio going down the mutas, but immediately managing to split that Museless off. Michael is every bit as impressive as I thought he was going to be, but TerrOr so far looking like he may be in with a shout as well. This match exists on a knife edge.
Oh man, there's a couple of Scourge now hidden in the Mutalisk pack, ready to dive in there and bomb the first science vessel. There are 2 out now though, and that's probably not going to be a bit of a surprise for Michael. He is going to start harassing this control tower, though, basically just doing whatever damage he can. He's also started to build a few more lings as well, so if the Marines do move out, he doesn't just have to rely on his muta micro to actually take them out. He can actually go for a double attack with the lings as well as the mutas, which did work out quite well for South Park in that third game that we saw just now, so that could be quite effective. And the Marines are now moving out. He's still gonna be careful though. The mutas are clumped. There could be another irradiate shortly. There's 2 more energy, 1 more energy, and then there will be another irradiate here. Oh man, this could be very, very bad. And the Marines are gonna actually catch the mutas. There's nowhere to run. Oh my god, there's nowhere to run. And Michael takes so much damage on the mutas. He still does a good fan, somehow escaping that with 6 mutas heavily damaged. But I thought they would all die there.
I thought they would as well. They're just absolutely on the edge. He was seconds away from every one of those mutas exploding. But he's going to have such a hard time holding off against this. We have lots of Marine Medic coming out once again onto the map. I mean, he needs more Sunken Colonies at the front, but he has just no cash. He needs to hold
he's
up.
Going from the high ground. The Marines had no vision.
GG. What? I suppose so. I suppose so. Michael, GGing out, leaving us slightly high and dry in that one because I think with Sunken Colonies he may just yet have been able to hold it.
Man, that was the most
GG. Because I was thinking right there that he had a great engagement position so that maybe he'd be able to take it. His Mutas were on super low health though, so I guess they weren't really going to be able to do it.
To be fair, I think he was correct in that he would have gotten slaughtered there. But it's just funny that we were like about to go all super excited. We're like ramping it up, like, oh, he's going for the attack, and then out of the game.
It's such a weird anticlimax because it's not, you guys, when you're watching this and you're hearing it, this is not fake excitement. This is me excited. So when it gets like that, it's like, and then you get kind of caught in midair and you're like, what?
What do I do now?
Yeah. So you just kind of got to let the excitement fade away into the ether a little bit. So yeah. Okay. So game 1 goes to TerrOr. An impressive game from both of these guys.
Yeah, that was really crazy. I mean, Michael pulling out the 7-pool offensive hatchery Sunken Rush in the first game. These series are not disappointing at all. He's just completely one-upping South Park as well. South Park, is like, I think I'll go 9-pool speed just to mix it up a bit. And Michael's like, oh you, 9-pool speed.
So predictable. 7-pool into Sunken Rush. Didn't work, but it was cool nonetheless. But TerrOr looking good as well. I mean, this is going to be an exciting bunch of games. I can't imagine this one being a whitewash. I mean, I think Michael's going to be back in game 2 with a vengeance. This is going to be very, very fascinating watching. Yeah,
I mean, even after he got so far behind there with amazing, almost coming back with amazing mutant micro, I'm really excited to see how he does it with a standard game. So yeah, as Elegant says, we will be right back with the second game.